Okay, so you've got a new Cricut Explore for Christmas, and now you want to know what to do with it. Well, obviously first you got to get it out of the box. And I'm not saying that as a joke, it really is a serious thing. A lot of people keep them in the box because they're afraid. They're afraid to get started, they don't know what to do, so they leave it in the box and leave it in a corner. And by the time they get around to opening it up and trying it out, it might be quite a while later. And you sure wouldn't want to run out of your warranty period with it just in the box. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Cricut Explore. And I'm going to take this out of the box. It's got a handle at the top, so that makes it pretty easy. I said pretty easy. Okay, so I'll put it on its side and I'll just pull it out like that. Don't need that box. Okay, so here's the front of the box. You just hold this flap forward, pull it up, pull this one, and then you've got some cool looking stuff over here. You have a tray full of goodies. You have your Start Here documentation. This package contains your project materials. I'll show you what that is. I know you want to get to the machine, but I'm going to show you what this is anyway. Okay, so there's some explanations of what the different products are. There's some heat transfer vinyl. There's some sign vinyl. There's some lovely lime green duct tape. So for some reason my voice stopped working here. I'm showing you the rest of the materials that were in the box. Duct tape and cardstock and different things. There was one piece left, which was a little piece of turquoise paper that I know works with the Make It Now project that you do at the end. Okay, so that's just some packing that I'm tossing aside. And now we're getting to the machine. It comes in its own bag that I'm lifting out. Just moving the box out of the way. Looking to see what else is there. This is the box that contains all your cables. And that's it, there's just packaging in the box now. Oh, and the mat was in the box. Just making sure there's nothing left. Box out of the way. And now I'm going to show you what's in this little box. It contains the electrical cord and the USB cord. As well as a marker, a silver marker. Okay, come on, let's get to it. Okay, now we're getting to the machine. So it's got a little bit of a Velcro opening there. Open it back up. Okay, and then it's got these pull things at the end, so you can open it up. And then I'll take the machine out to show you. There we go. That's the machine. It just opens up like that, and then I'm showing you that the blade holder, I was removing the packing styrofoam. The blade holder is already in the machine. It's in blade holder B, and A is for putting either the scoring tip or a marker. Just making sure that there's no more packing materials inside the machine. These are some storage compartments where you can keep your blade and your blade holder. and the other storage compartment you can keep tools inside. And I'm showing here that there's a little magnetic strip that you can put the blades on. They won't fly all over the place. And that's it. So close up the machine and continue on with the rest. So now I'm going to plug in the power cord. And if you need it longer, you just undo the Velcro here, plug it into the back of the machine, and then plug the other end into power, into plug in the wall. Then you take the USB cord and attach it at the back of the machine. And attach the other end to your computer. Okay, so I'm going to type in setup and press enter. Okay, so now this computer recognizes my account, but I'm not setting this up for my account. I need a new Cricut account for this machine. It's for someone else. So now it's telling me that it's going to help me set up the Cricut Explore. All I need to do is press continue. So now it's telling me to connect my Cricut Explore. Software is up to date, and it's saying that if I haven't already, to plug in the machine's power cord. Then it says to power on the machine. So I'll turn it on over here. Then it says connect the machine to the computer with the included USB cord. It is already connected, and it wants me to detect the machine. So I'll do that. And it's asking me which method to use. Now I have my own machine in the house, so that's seeing my USB. It's seeing my Bluetooth connection. So I'm going to choose USB because that's what we have here now, and I'm going to link the detected machine. Okay, so it says connect. Make sure your Cricut Explore is connected to your computer via USB and powered on. If you're having trouble establishing a connection, disconnect your machine and try again. Well, it is connected and it seems to recognize it, so I'm going to click Update Firmware. So it's downloading the firmware, preparing for the update, and it says do not turn off my Cricut Explore. And if you look at the Explore over here, you'll see it has a red light. And that's what it does when it's updating the firmware. So it's preparing the machine, updating the firmware, and it doesn't take very long. Once it's done all of this, we're going to do the first project, which is a little welcome card that they have you make. It's one of the Make It Now projects. And then you'll see exactly how it works. Then you'll be able to do the same thing yourself, or maybe you're following along, and then you'll be able to start making projects. Just about done. Okay, so it says the firmware update is complete. You may power your Cricut Explore back on. It seems to have done that by itself. Okay, so I'll click done. Press confirm. Please confirm that your machine is powered. Okay, so now I'm going to click link detected machine. And now I'll click continue. This screen gives you 2 weeks of free access to the subscription, so you need to click the check box and then click continue. And it's all set up. It says now you can get started with your first project. Just watch the video to learn more or click continue to start creating it. Okay, so let's watch it and I'll get the materials ready.
Watch how to cut and write your very first project all in one step. Your blade and housing are pre-installed in blade clamp B. You'll have to insert the pen that was included with your machine into accessory clamp A. Remember, A for accessory and B for blade. To insert the pen, remove the cap and open accessory clamp A. Then hold the clamp in the up position and push the pen down into the adapter until the arrow disappears. Once your pen is inserted, close the clamp. Next, let's load the paper onto your mat. First, remove the protective cover from your mat. Set this cover aside while you cut, but be sure to replace the cover to protect the mat's adhesive during the times it is not in use. Line up your paper inside the grid lines on your mat. Smooth the paper onto the surface. Now, load the mat into your Cricut Explore. Position the mat underneath the mat guides on the machine. Keep the mat pushed firmly against the rollers while pressing the load/unload button on the top right of your machine. You'll know your mat is loaded correctly when the Cricut logo on the mat is directly under the machine rollers. Then follow the on-screen prompts on your computer. Select cardstock using the Smart Set dial, and then press the Go button. After your Cricut Explore has finished cutting and writing, unload your mat by pressing the blinking load/unload button again. To remove your card, gently bend the mat until one edge of your card releases. Turn the mat over onto a flat surface, and then slowly pull the mat straight up. Be sure to remove your pen. Just open accessory clamp A and pull the pen straight up. Don't forget to cap your pen. To complete your card, just line up the corners and fold it in half horizontally. Then take the jade cardstock from your starter materials packet and fit it into the slits in the four corners of the card.
That's what I was looking for.
You can even use the pen to write a personalized message inside. Your first project is finished. It's that easy to go from inspiration to creation in just a few clicks.